Hi everybody and welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for clicking on this video. If you're into unsolved mysteries, you've come to the right place because that's all I do. Today's case is something that's become very important to me and it's become very personal. I'm actually climbing the Turkish mountains to find a person that went missing here in 2019 and I really need your help. This case has so many super important details that I've decided to step back and do a full screen video so you don't miss any details. I really hope you will join my journey in finding some closure for this family. Let's do this. So today's case is a devastating story of a man that went missing in Turkey in 2019. There was missing person flyers hung up everywhere. News media and people shared his picture and his story all over social media. Huge search teams were sent out with dogs and drones, but after searching intensely for 1.5 months, the search was called off. Until this day, his disappearance is still a big mystery. Today we are going to be talking about David Cann. David was a 56-year-old man from Portsmouth in England. He was an English teacher and was very loved and adored by family, friends and colleagues. He had just returned back to England after living in Barcelona for 9 years. David was a very active and adventurous person, and he loved mountain biking, skiing, paragliding and hiking, and he was used to traveling around the world by himself. Sometimes he would go with friends and sometimes alone. When David returned home to England, he decided to do a full renovation on his house. It was really hard work, but the end result was exactly as he wanted it. He then decided that he needed a holiday somewhere warm and sunny, but unfortunately his friends were not able to go, so he decided to book a 1-week holiday for himself. He went to Fethiye in Turkey, where he would live in the Happy Nur Hotel in Hisarano. He really enjoyed himself. He hung out on the beaches, he did paragliding, jeep safari and a lot of walking. David was a very down-to-earth person and was very outgoing, so he would also enjoy cold beers at his hotel, talking and having fun with the other guests. The night before he went missing, he was sitting in the hotel bar talking to a few guests and having a cold beer. They were talking and having a really great time, and David was even invited to a surprise party the following day. By the end of the night, he finished his beer, he got up, wished everyone a good night, and went to his room, where he would plan out his last day before flying back home to England. In the morning, he got up, went to the restaurant in the hotel where he ate breakfast, and he told the manager he was going to go for a walk. He wanted to walk from his hotel to Kayakoi, which is a 100-year-old abandoned village, and keep walking from Kayakoi to Öledeniz, which is a very popular tourist beach resort in Fethiye. David never made it to the surprise party and didn't check out of his hotel. And when he also missed his flight, the manager of the hotel got concerned and went to check his room to find all David's belongings were still in the room. He never returned from his walk. The police was called out and they came to investigate. David's family was notified and his nephew, Gavin Thomas, who is a respected firefighter, he flew out with his beautiful wife, Georgina, to help in the search for David. A team of 60 people searched through the roads and the forest from his hotel and all the way to Kayakoi and from Kayakoi to Öledeniz. But David was not to be found anywhere. The family kept pushing the police to track his mobile phone, but by the time that they finally tracked it, it had run out of charge. The mobile was ringing for 3 days after he went missing, but David never picked up. The last pin on his mobile was connected to the mobile tower in Butterfly Valley, and the authorities said he would be in a 12-kilometer radius of the tower. The search went on for 1.5 months, and then the search was called off. I was living in Marmaris when David went missing, and I followed the updates on Facebook. I was horrified when I saw they called off the search, and I remember thinking that that poor man probably fell down somewhere and got hurt. But now he would be on his own, and no help is on the way, and nobody is looking for him. I was moving to Fethiye at that time, so I decided to start a new search for David. So I created a Facebook group called David Cann is Still Missing, Let's Give It Another Try. 386 people signed up in my group because we all wanted to know what happened to David. But unfortunately, only a few people were able to help me search.
So, but we have this brand called Time. But yeah, they had raging information. Absolutely.
Say hi.
Hi!
Most of those people are tourists and not living in Turkey. Others are not fit to do hiking. And then there's the ones that doesn't believe he's out there. I was texting and posting about David in my Facebook group constantly, hoping that someone would come forward and say, Leah, let's go find David. But unfortunately, only a few people came forward, and we have been out searching for David. And the woman who's been helping me a lot, she actually doesn't have strong legs, but she wanted to help me anyway, so I really respect her for that. One day a woman reached out to me and said she had a friend that had information for me about David. She gave me his number and I called him, and he told me that he was actually on a holiday in Turkey when David went missing. They lived in the same resort and they only lived 20 minutes apart, and they had gone on the exact same hike with only 4 days difference. When this guy, he arrived in Kayakoy and wanted to move on to Öle, he missed the sign or misunderstood it, and instead of going left to Öle, he went right to the backside of Kayakoy, which is a very steep and very hard trail. He ended up getting lost and couldn't find his way back, so he decided to take a shortcut and climb the mountain. It took him about 3 or 4 hours to find his way back, and he fell down several times. So when he returned, it was with quite a few cuts and bruises. And we think it's very possible that David also went the wrong way as well and got lost. I know it's really hard to understand what I'm talking about, that sign that can be misunderstood. So I actually went to Kayakoy and did a video out there to show you this sign and how easy it is to misunderstand it. And I took you to the backside of Kayakoy as well, so you know where we are searching. Just watch this video. So we have arrived in Kayakoy, and to find the entrance you have to walk through antique restaurant. You will find a small ticket office. You can see over here it says entrance. So you go through here, and there's a small ticket office where you pay 40 lira each to enter. I already paid. Ticket office. And then it's just up, up, and up from here. You need some really good walking shoes because it's very rocky, as you can see. And I think myself that I'm quite fit, but even I have to stop a couple of 100 times before I reach the top. It's said that these steps were used for donkeys. So they're very hard to get up. Here. And here you can meet snakes, scorpions, turtles. So just be careful. I'm sorry about my lack of breath. It's not easy walking here. Maybe I'm not as fit as I thought. Oh my god. Oh. So David Cann probably came up walking this way, and when he got up to this point, that's where it gets really confusing, because you see here on the right side it says Dennis. Can you see that on the wall? I'll try to get closer. You can see it says Dennis, but to me it just looks like graffiti. But if you look closely, you can actually see an arrow under it, pointing left. I never ever understood this was directions to Ulu Denise. Because to walk to Ulu Denise, you have to go left. That way. So, but it's shown on the right side. So people who get that it's Ulu Denise and doesn't see that very weak drawn arrow, they will go that way. It makes sense. Wow, I feel like I've been running a marathon. Oh. So if you walk up these steps and want to go to Ulu Denise, you have to walk that way. You have to go left. So this sign can clearly be very, very misunderstood. And to me it's not a sign, it just looks like graffiti, like a homemade sign. So we're gonna go right, because me and Michael, the other tourist that was here at the same time as David, we definitely think he went the wrong way and he went right. Because the gendarme, the police, the AFAD and the KUT team, they've been searching everywhere from Kayakoy to Ulu Denise. So the question is, have they been searching in the wrong area? We don't know. I want to show you the area that we've been searching. And I'm not gonna do searches today. I'm just gonna show you the area, because I promised my partner that I will not go searching by myself, and right now I'm walking alone. So I have met a few tourists, so I know other people are here, but you shouldn't go hiking by yourself, especially in a rocky area like this. So here you have a trail. It leads to the backside of Kayakoy. If you want to go up to the church tower, you have to walk up here on the right side. So when we go searching for David, we always go this way, because we believe he's in the backside of Kaya. It is a bit eerie just walking here by myself. When my partner sees this, he's gonna kill me. And there are some caves here as well. They recommend you don't go here in the winter time, because wolves and wild boars, they use these caves in the winter. But in the summertime, when all the tourists come out. They don't use them, but you can see a cave here. Huge rock. So I'm not gonna go in there. And then there's another cave over here. In here. And look in there. I never thought of this place as being creepy before, but I actually think it's a bit creepy now because I'm here by myself. So I don't like walking through bushes and all these bushes here because I know there's snakes. And I really don't want to be bitten by a snake. I think it's just disgusting and creepy and ooh, oh my god. I don't like it. Here's another cave. Or what you would call an overhanging cliff or rock. But it definitely is beautiful. So when we search for David, we go this way. You can see the red markings. When you go on the trail, you have to follow these red markings. But sometimes it's really hard to find them. So you walk up here. And then you have the backside of Kajakaoi, which is a massive area. It's very, very big, and it's rocky, very rocky. So you just walk down, but you can clearly see how rocky it is, so you need really, really good shoes to walk here, because you can twist your ankle very, very easy here. Look. I don't know if you can hear it, but I can actually hear music coming from the big boats that do boat trips. They are very far away, so I'm actually happy I'm not on that boat. But we do believe that David went down here, and you can see the sea over there. Takes probably about, I don't know, about 1 hour hiking down there on all those rocks. It's extremely steep, and I've actually climbed up to almost to the top of this mountain. I'm not gonna do that today, but I have a video that I will put into this video that will show you. Wow, I just saw a lizard crossing the path. So I'm gonna stop soon and walk back, because like I said, I'm not doing this when I'm by myself. It's tempting, but it's like this all the way down to the sea, through bushes and trees, and just have to keep searching for those marks. Sometimes they're a bit worn out, so you can't really see them, but it's really important that you keep an eye out for them, because a lot of people have gone missing here. Most of them have been found again, or found their way out eventually. But keep your eyes open and be aware of nature all the time, because you have to be really fit, and I would say you need to be really fit, and you need to be an experienced hiker to walk this trail down to the bay. It's, like I said, it takes about 1 hour, but it's very steep, and some of the rocks you have to jump down like almost 1 meter. Is not easy. So if you decide to go here, watch out for those red marks, and please just be really careful. So we're going back up, which isn't easy either. So there's one more mark. The reason I'm a bit quiet is because if I talk too much while I'm walking up, I'm losing my breath, and I sound like a 90-year-old woman that's been running 2 marathons. So I probably already do. And there's another mark. Another mark. So I'm on the right path. Here you can actually see the church tower on the top from the backside. And I want to show you like a small ravine before I go back. There's some small ravines here where you have to be really careful that you don't fall down. You can actually walk down there, I didn't know that. But you can see here how deep it is. You don't want to fall down there. Let's see if I can get a closer picture without putting myself in danger. Ooh. Look. I don't know if you can see that. I can't even look. Look. It's very steep and very dangerous. You can fall down there. And that's not gonna happen to me. So definitely going back now. It is so hot in Turkey right now that my t-shirt is just soaking wet and is dripping from my face. It's really, 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 really hot. So just walk back up here and get out on the other side, and we are home free. There's another mark. You can see here that it's almost gone. Someone should actually bring a spray here and make them, like, refresh them. Back through that creepy area. Oh, some other people are coming now. Thank God I'm not alone. So we're almost out. It is very, very easy to get lost in the backside of Kayakoi, so you have to be really careful when you walk there, and I definitely wouldn't recommend walking there by yourself. I know a lot of people do it, and I completely respect that, but me personally, I wouldn't feel safe going there by myself. Do you remember me and Annette? We went there with some people that brought a drone.
Please check it out the map.
Oh, good.
Take off.
You can look my front screen and you can direction, my friend.
Yes.
Left, right, up, down.
And when that drone was in the air, it recorded a huge cave. And when we looked closer at the cave, we saw some things inside the cave that looked very suspicious. Me and Annette, we decided to find that cave and look inside to get confirmation if it was David or not. So we went to the backside of Kayakoi, and Annette actually spotted the cave pretty fast. So it looked so close. It was just in front of us. We just had to go through the forest and up the mountain about, I don't know, maybe 50 meters. And we did. And we were actually relieved to see that what we saw in that picture had nothing to do with David. We went up to that cave, and it's massive because this picture image was eating our mind. But there's nothing here, and it's nothing. Wow, we really went far up. So there's full of bullshit here, so we have to get down and get out of here. But now this is not gonna eat our mind anymore. Now we know it's not him. But then we checked. I said to Annette, I have to check it. If I don't check it, it's gonna be eating my mind. I just have to look to cross that out. And when we went back down, I still to this day have no idea how it happened. I feel like we went down exactly the same way we came up, but we lost the trail. You know, when you walk there, there's a trail with red spray paint on some rocks, and you have to follow that trail. But we lost the rocks and we couldn't find it. So we just kept walking down, and I said to Annette, we just have to keep walking right. If we keep walking right, we're gonna see Kayakoi at some point. So we were walking and walking and walking. And when we came out of the bushes and had a clear view, I saw the sea. I was shocked. I said, how is that possible? I don't understand. We should see Kayakoi by now, but we went the complete opposite direction. How is that even possible? I still to this day, I don't understand. But anyway, we decided to walk towards the sea, because if we were lost, people would definitely find us if we were close to the sea. So we went down, and I was walking about 10 meters in front of Annette. And all of a sudden, after we were walking for maybe an hour, I saw a guy about 30 meters in front of me. He was walking by himself, and I shouted hello to him, and he shouted hello back. And I said to him, can you please help us with a map or something? We need to find the trail so we can find our way back. I didn't get any reply. It was so weird. So I shouted hello again and again and again. No reply. He only said hello to me once. It was really weird. And Annette said to me, who are you talking to? And I said, the guy. You didn't see that guy? He was wearing like light clothes. And she said no. So I said to her, I'm sorry, I have to follow this guy. We need to find excuse me, we need to find a map. So I ran after this guy, but he was nowhere to be found, and I stood still I was thinking maybe I can hear his footsteps or something, so I know which direction he went, but it was just dead quiet. And I was thinking, how is this possible? He can't just disappear. So I waited for Annette, and we kept going, and after about 15-20 minutes, we arrived in Balash Bay. And that guy, he was nowhere to be seen at all. And it was really quiet. There was nobody walking or no noises. You know, when you're walking in a forest area, you will always be able to hear people walking on dried leaves or sticks breaking or bushes or something. There was no sound at all. But we did see a sign for water taxi, so it was starting to get a bit dark, and we were starting to get a bit worried because we knew we wouldn't be able to make it back to the top before dark. So we called a water taxi, and they came to pick us up, but it was pretty scary to be lost. Just watch this video if you don't remember. I recorded a video out there. It was not funny at the time, but it's funny now because we are out searching for a missing person, and we actually ended up getting lost ourselves. That was a bit embarrassing. Hi everybody. Yeah, you're not gonna believe this. We went up the mountains through forest area, saw a lot of things from wild boars and other animals. And we found a huge cave, that one I posted a picture of, and we went in there. I have pictures of it, and there was nothing in there other than some bottles that I took pictures of as well. And then when on our way back we got lost. We actually got lost. So now we are in a bay where there's nothing here. Barklas Bay, actually the bay I wanted to go to look as well, but yeah, we were just stuck here. We thought we came to Coldwater Bay where there was a restaurant and so on, but now I feel like Robinson Crusoe because there's nothing here. And just a bay. But we called a water taxi and it's coming now here to pick us up. So we were walking and walking and walking in the forest, listening for all the animals, following a map, and when we were supposed to be in Kayakoy, we were in this opposite direction by Coldwater Bay. Oh my god. So here's the boat. It's so ridiculous. It's a little bit funny. It will probably be more fun tomorrow, but it is a little bit funny. But here's the bay, and we just been walking through forest and mountains since like 10 o'clock this morning. So yeah, when I come home I'm gonna post the pictures, all the pictures I took today. It's quite interesting, but now I have to find a way to get on that boat without falling in the water. Oh yeah, blondes, you know. Okay, I'll talk to you later. Bye for now. We have been searching large parts of Kayakoy, and there's still some areas that needs to be searched. And I know it's been a long time since David went missing, but I'm not giving up, and neither should you. We really need to find him and bring him back home to his family so they can get some closure. And I do hope that one day somebody is gonna say, Leah, let's do this. Let's just find him once and for all and bring him home. We also rented a boat that took us out to Butterfly Valley because a lot of people are climbing down from Faralia to Butterfly Valley and they use ropes. And it is so dangerous because there's no security on the ropes. It's just straight down, and there has been very serious accidents where people got very seriously injured, and actually some of them lost their lives as well. And so we thought it was really important to search that area as well. So we went along the base of the mountain all the way around in the valley, but unfortunately there was no luck as well. So we have a guide now. Big boss.
Slowly.
A little dangerous. We will be careful.
Gel kız bakayım buraya.
Where are we going? You're the boss. So you go with him. Hold on to my arm as well. No.
Fucking hell, really strong.
It's the security of Butterfly Valley that didn't want to let us go alone. So I got really annoyed with him and said I didn't pay to come out here for nothing. So he could tell I got a bit annoyed, to say it gently. So he decided to give us a local guide. The security is coming with us, and that's fine. I'm just not giving up. I want to search here. Up. Be careful. Just check up on the ledge. This area. Be careful. Be careful. Yavaş yavaş. No man. No man. Can you make video? Okay. Be careful. We're at the waterfall area at the moment. So just been climbing and climbing up and up and up. Can you make a video up there? Video? Okay. No, Sunny video. your mobile phone. What's it called in Turkish? Seni mobile phone. Video. Up there.
Then,
Yeah.
then you.
No. Yeah, video. Photo or video. No, I think he got it now. Video up there. Now he's recording me. Oh my god. Yeah. He think I wanted him to record me. I think he's recording. He's recording that area now. Wow, that's really uphill, as we say in Danish. But he's been really helpful. Really, really helpful. When I think that we started out like arguing a little bit because I wanted to check everywhere and he wouldn't let me. So it ended up with him going with us everywhere. So even some areas he said it doesn't matter, I already check, but I feel better when I look with my own eyes. So I convinced him to check again. So we did. And yeah, I took pictures of everything I found. I don't think any of it belongs to David, but I will post it when I'm back home. So I can, what's it called, document everything I find. Because one thing is writing everything I find, but we need proof. So, can you believe he just went up this ladder? Jesus Christ, I was not going up there. Oh my god. Can I zoom? No. Okay guys, I'm gonna finish this video and I'll let you know what's going on. But we're gonna keep searching and keep searching until we get some results. So if you're on holiday in Turkey or planning on going on holiday in Turkey and you wanna help find David, please contact me in my Facebook group called David Cann is Still Missing. Let's give it another try. I'm gonna put a link in the comment section down below and you can join my group, and please text me if you wanna help me look for David. When I decided to do this video, I promised you that I would share with you everything I knew and found out about the search for David Cann. So I have something that I want to share with you that I've been keeping to myself for a really long time. The reason I've been keeping it to myself is because I know a lot of you are gonna think this is complete BS. But I'm gonna tell you anyway, and then it's up to you if you want to believe it or not. I've been sharing David Cann's story and his pictures and information everywhere in hope of someone would reach out and help me find him. So I was contacted by a well-known clairvoyant/medium who claims that she connected with David and she had some information about him that she wanted to share with me. She actually confirmed my suspicion that David, he went the wrong way and went behind Kayakoi. But by the time David realized he had gone the wrong way, he was too far down the trail. So when he couldn't see his destination, he decided to take a shortcut over the mountain. He is showing her that when he reached the top of the mountain, he was really enjoying the view and he took out his mobile phone, and she can't see clearly if he's taking pictures of the view or if he's looking for signal. But some dirt or some small stones turned under his feet and he slipped off the mountain and dropped his phone. David landed on a flat area where he had hurt his leg or his back, she wasn't sure. But 10 feet away from him, there was an overhanging cliff or mountain where he managed to drag himself under to get out of the sun. She said that he took something physical out of his bag and jammed it between two rocks to be found, and he also made a mark on the wall where he was sitting. She said if you're trying to find David by tracking his phone, that's useless because he's not anywhere near his phone, because when he slid down that mountain, he dropped his phone, so the phone is still on the top, and someone actually found the phone and picked it up and took it with them for a while. But eventually they felt bad and felt something was wrong with that phone, so they left the phone behind. So David was not anywhere near his phone, which also explains why he didn't pick up the phone for the 3 days his phone was active. She said also that it made sense that he walked the wrong way because the area David is showing her, she doesn't see any people, drones, or dogs. She says that David was very concerned for his family, but he doesn't blame any person or country. It was an accident, a misstep that could have happened to anyone. She drew me a picture of that overhanging mountain or cliff that David was sitting under, and I think it's really important to check it out because we don't have any leads or anything to find David, so I definitely think it's worth checking out. It's not because I believe clairvoyance and mediums 100%, but don't you think it's worth checking out? I am definitely gonna check the next time we go search. I'm gonna try to find old caves and animal pens, and let's hope we get lucky. As you can see, I shared most of the messages I got from the clairvoyant Martha, and I covered some of the text with red paint, and it's not because I have anything to hide. I just don't find it necessary for David's loved ones to read that. I know there are people out there who claims David went missing on purpose and he don't want to be found. Well, first of all, why go through all the trouble of moving back home from Barcelona? Why not just disappear over there? Second of all, if you want to go off the grid and just disappear, you're gonna need a lot of cash. So why spend all your energy and a fortune on renovating your house? Why not just pack that money and take them with you? 3. If you want to go off the grid and you don't want to be found, wouldn't you close your mobile phone and turn off the location or smash your mobile? David's mobile was ringing for 3 days until it ran out of charge. And 4. There's no activity in his bank account, and his passport was found in his hotel room. So I'm definitely not buying that theory. Other people claim that they are 100% sure it was a criminal act. 1. Why would anyone attack a hiker in the mountains? They don't carry anything besides water, maybe a sandwich, and a small amount of cash. 2. If you attack someone or try to kidnap someone, wouldn't you destroy the mobile so nobody could track it? His phone was active for 3 days. Point 3. There has been no reports of stalking or anything like that in the mountains. So there's no claims of any ransom from his family, and there's still no activity in his bank accounts. I would actually love to know if any calls were made from his mobile phone after he went missing. Because, as that medium said, someone picked up his phone after he fell down from the mountain. So did they call someone from his phone? I would love to know that. I'm not buying any of those theories, and I do hope and pray someone is gonna step up and help me find David once and for all. So that's it for today's video, but before I go, I do want to remind you, if you're a reasonable fit hiker, have plans to come to Fethiye in Turkey, and you want to help me find David Cann, please don't hesitate to contact me in my Facebook group called David Cann is Still Missing. Let's give it another try together. If you prefer to go by yourself, that's okay too. Then please keep an eye out for caves like this one, and also keep an eye out for David's belongings. If you find him or his belongings, please contact the local police on this number, or you can contact me and I will help you. If you go hiking alone, please remember to turn on the location on your mobile and always tell someone where you're going. Accidents can happen to anyone. Also, if you decide to change your destination, don't forget to tell someone that as well. So that's it for today's case. There is a few more things I want to say before I go. Do you remember the medium that told me so many things about David Cann? She actually told me one more thing that I wasn't sure I was going to mention. But I already told you everything, so I was like, why not? So here we go. I asked her, do you remember I told you that me and Annette, we got lost behind Kayakoi, and I saw that guy that shouted hello back to me. And when I ran after him, he just vanished. And I swear on everything that I own, I saw that guy, and he was just gone. Like, he just flew away. I can't explain it. He just disappeared. But me and Annette, we were really, really lost. There was no rocks with red spray paint anywhere. But as soon as I ran after that guy, I found myself on the trail full of rocks with red spray paint. That's really weird. And I have to be honest, the thought of it being David guiding us did cross my mind, because I am a very spiritual person. But again, when I saw that guy, he was wearing very light colored clothes, like almost like white. And I said to Annette, it can't be David, because he was wearing a dark t-shirt and dark shorts when he went missing. He didn't wear white clothes. But then someone said to me, do you think you're wearing the same clothes or look the same when you go to the other side? I don't know. I haven't been there. I don't know. It's a beautiful thought, but I'm very spiritual, but I'm also very realistic. And when strange things happens to me, I always try to find a logic explanation. But anyway, I asked this medium, is there any chance that that could have been David guiding me and Annette back on the right trail? And she said, he's not explaining anything, he's just nodding. I was shocked, and I actually got goosebumps. It is a very beautiful thought, and if you want to believe it or not, that's completely up to you. And the other thing is, there's been a few of you texting me and asking me why I keep looking for David Cann. He's not my family or my close friend or anything, but you're asking me why I keep going and why I'm not giving up and just leave him out there. Oh, to you I want to say, imagine this. Imagine you go on a holiday with your brother, your sister, or your very best friend, and your friend, he or she, decides to go hiking and never returns. Would you really just pack up your things and go home and move on with your life? Or would you get scared and really concerned for this person that you want to go out there and find them and bring them home? Think about that. I'm going to leave it on that note, and I'm going to say thank you so much for watching my video. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the like button so you don't miss any of my uploads. Until the next one, take care and stay safe. Bye.